pray for peace. I pray for peace for Homa Bay County. And I finish with peace, a prayer for peace for Kenya. Katieko giwacha chiel ne oganda luo. Imanyo wa kanyako nikech riwruokwa. Riwruokwa etekowa. Ka wan gi wach makelo pogruok wakuodhuru e abila. Waweuru goyo mbele ji. Wamiyo ji dugwa. Waweuru timo baba pok nopuonjo wanyiso ji dugwa. Wakuodhuru oko. Koro kata wagwere to kwa biro oko to wabiro kwa tegno. Awacho marach koso maber. Yenauru adhi luongo Senator Kajwang' mondo koro luong Senator Stin kik chunyu chandre. To kitieko mondo koro amba bede piny kane ok dwa ni koro bedo go mang'eny kaka chung'ni. Tibo luongo Honorable Kaluma mane chairmanwa mar committee mar liel. Watie bwo Kaluma motegno maber. Omiyo kitieko to luongo Honorable Kaluma. Nyasaye ogwedhu e nying Ruoth Yesu.
I want to make some announcement. Samahani, Senator. Just a service announcement. We are struggling for air, especially around here. Ninaomba all protocol officers na security, as we have agreed, please open up the sides and let us move. Everyone standing there. We have enough seats so that we can have proper flow of air. Ninaomba kwa heshima. Wale wameketi hapa wanaumia. Kwa hivyo ninyi mliosimama hapa, tunavyo viti vya kutosha na hivyo vipande vya hema vifunguliwe tafadhali. Ninawaomba kwa heshima na tufanye kwa haraka. Samahani sana na niombe hiyo ifanyike. Maafisa wa usalama hata enforcement wa Homa Bay na waona hapo. Fanya kazi yako kulingana na crown yako. Asante. Senator.
Asante sana. Your Excellency, the Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, Mama Ann, Mama Margaret, the Were family, Oja, Boyd, and the other children, to the Catholic Church, Bishop Michael Odiwa was here, and he started Mass at 9 a.m. We thank Bishop for being with us. He has left Father Lando, whom we fondly call Jakabwana, to hold fort. And to the lovely choir, I think I saw Cornell, who is the director of the choir. Thank you for blessing us with good music. To my colleagues, Governor Wanga and the leadership, we are very few today as senators, so this segment will run very fast. Nejoma Bay, Sir Charles nowacho ni konindo, tike kaja chama mar OD, to wadwa ng'eyo ka jolweny mar chama wanika kawuono. Jo ODM untie. Wadwa ni babo ng'e ni battalions aboro mano ma Bay County ka constituencies aboro nitie ka te. Akiana chak gi jo Kasipul kosa tiek gi jo Kasipul. Atiek gi jo Kasipul. Achak loka gi Suba South kor gi Mbadi Nyang. Jo Suba South untie. Aita donjo Suba North kor gi Milio Diambo. Jo Suba North untie. Aita donjo Kanyada kar gi Kaluma. Jo Homa Bay untie. Tadonjo Rangwe kor gi Gladys Wanga. Jo Rangwe untie. To kora donjo Karachuonyo kor Gadipo Kuome. Jo Karachuonyo untie. Ai to kora chomo Manandhiwa kor gi Martin Gogindo. To donge kora donjo Kabondo kor gi Ivo Bara. Jo Kabondo untie. Ere jo Kabonda ne mondo babone ni jo Kabondo nika. Ai to koro wadonje headquarter mar ODM e Homa Bay ka. Iluongo ni Kasipul kor Ong'ondo Were. Jo Kasipul untie. Uwinjo Sir Charles nowacho ni chieng' miike ni kwago achiel ariyo adek tumi ang'owa odi. Aya watema ne achiel ariyo adek kendo Nuona Kisanja. David Isa Charles ne nyalo nenowa. Angeni do bedo gi more chunye. Your Excellency, the people of Homa Bay have demonstrated remarkable discipline. Yesterday, when we received Sir Charles at Kabunde Airport, we came in a delegation in a convoy of thousands of vehicles. And I'm pleased to report that there was no single incident that was reported of a criminal nature or a violent nature. You have ashamed those who thought that Homa Bay is a battle zone. You have ashamed those who thought that there would be battle and blood today. And you have lifted the name of Sir Charles Were. We have given honor and dignity to this family, that today they can pray and be at peace as they see their husband, their father, being sent off in a dignified manner. Adwoko nwero kamano. Utingo nyingwa malo. Vijana ma Homa Bay. Mine ma Homa Bay. Jo Kasipul. Homa Bay mangima goganda luo. Utimo gi maber kendo wako Sir Charles kaka mibunge manoer gi joge. Koro, we have demanded justice. And we are quite impressed, to be fair, that the security forces are moving quite fast. But from where we sit, we are convinced that those who have been charged are the dogs. We want to find the owners of the dogs. We want to get who ordered the hit on Sir Charles Ong'ondo Were. And as the bishop preached earlier, we are not asking those questions for vengeance. Because in the book of Romans, the Lord says, vengeance is mine, I the Lord shall repay. We are asking those questions so that our hearts can be at rest, so that we can have reconciliation. Nitie gimoroka makelo confusion through wakone. Nimesikia wenzangu kutoka Rift Valley, Baringo, Bomet, wamezungumzia jambo la serikali. We are very clear in our minds. And you know, Your Excellency, I rarely disagree with my friend Sifuna. It's my friend, my brother, and my age mate. There's only one thing he said recently that I disagree with him. That we recognize the broad-based government. We recognize and respect our experts whom you donated to the government to stabilize this nation. We respect Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya. And we know he's a professional. And when you meet him, I've gone to his office, I know he has good ideas for this country. Better ideas than those people he found in that cabinet. We respect Opio and I. We respect our own crocodile, Mbadinya. Hello? We respect these gentlemen because they are a donation from our team to the other team. But at the end of the day, when we come back here to the ground, our political party remains OD. And even when we're in parliament, our political party in parliament remains ODM. Na ndio maana tunaomba wenzetu, tutakuwa na by-election hapa. Ili lilikuwa ni zone ya ODM. Itabaki ODM ama tutabadilisha rangi? Na tunaomba heshima kidogo. Kukiwa na by-election huko Eldoret North, ama Soi, ama Tarbo, ama kule kwingine, we are not going to waste our time sending ODM candidates there because we respect William Ruto. Hata yeye tunamuomba ashike wale vibaraka wake ambao wanatusumbua hapa chini, awashikilie. Because Raila and Ruto are working at the top level, there must be respect here on the ground level. Awacho maber kosaketho. The family of Sir Charles, you have given us an easy time. I have been impressed by your unity, by your maturity. There was never a single argument on any of the occasions that we sat with you. To the mamas who have been left behind, please continue holding this family together. And to the children of Sir Charles, he has brought you up so well. And we pray, and I can see there's leadership potential in this family because Sir Charles brought up the children very well. We pray for you. May the light of the Lord continue to shine upon you, upon your family, upon your children. Koro, we introduce Senators Mantie. Senator Eddie Okech from Migori already spoke. He's gone for another meeting of the Senate. He spoke before the Right Honorable came. Senator Beatrice Ogola is sitting there with the family. If this was a wedding, she would be the matron, because she has been with the family at every single step. She's been the coordinator with the church. Matron, pengine dakika moja tu salimian.
Ano kabiwacho mang'eny ne baba chiel kende, ne Governor Gladys Wanga gi governors mamoko, ne CSS mawan go, the family. An gima wacho kuneno Ong'ondo Kawere, Ong'ondo yawo wang'e maler, Ong'ondo ok nindi. Jakowaro, nena kaki neno no. Kiki winj kisungu ma ji wacho ka mang'eny. Mara ni kiotim investigation. Ong'ondo timne jogi gima gitimo ni no mondo wan be waduog watimne gi gima watimo kane. Mosura ahinya jo Kasipul.
Erokamano. Senate, we have the leadership of the party. I have the Secretary General, I have the Deputy Party Leader, and I've got the trustee of the ODM party, who is our elder, Dr. Buru Odinga. But Your Excellency, you will indulge me. Senator Mudhama, the last time he was here, he came to campaign for me, and we were together. And Senator Mudhama, itakuwa ni makosa utoke Masaku na usipeane salamu hapa kwetu. Huyu is a former senator, once a senator, always a senator. Senator Mudhama.
Nataka kuchukua nafasi hii kwanza niseme pole kwa familia na niseme kwa baba. A man I wished and I wanted to be the president of Kenya for 10 good years. Nikushukuru sana sababu Nicodemus alienda kutafuta Yesu usiku, mimi nilikuja mchana juzi. Na ukanipatia mkono wa baraka. Sasa hapa huyu ni ule Opio alikuwa akiandamana na Raila. Viongozi wote mlioko hapa, mimi nataka kusema mambo mawili tu. Jambo la kwanza, tunasema Were Mungu amemuita, Were Mungu amemchukua. Tunakataa Were ameuawa na watu wabaya wakachukua maisha yake na sio Mungu. Na kwa sababu hiyo ndiyo ukweli, nataka kuwakumbusha mambo haya. Maana Were umeenda na risasi, umeungana na Tomboya aliyeuawa na risasi, unaungana na JM aliyeenda kwa risasi, unaungana na Ouko aliyeenda kwa risasi, unaungana na Mbai aliyeenda kwa risasi, unaungana na Ndilinge aliyemalizwa kwa risasi. Na mimi kwa sababu najua wewe ni Mkristo na umeenda kwa Mungu, na kupatia ujumbe huu. Yesu akikuchukua mlangoni, wenda mbele yake umwambie kupeleke kwa Mungu, umwambie Wakenya bado wanauawa kwa risasi na tunataka njia ya kuzuia mambo haya yasitokee tena kwa viongozi wetu wa Kenya ambao tunawategemea. Jambo la pili, baba, wewe ni zawadi ya Kenya. Na hawa watu labda wafikiri na wakumbuki, Moi mwaka 97 alitafuta Raila Amolo Odinga serikali yake isimame. 2002 Kibaki alikutafuta wewe ndio useme Kibaki tosha aende Ikulu. Haikusimamia hapo. Mwaka 2007 wakati nchi ilikuwa na kizaazaa, uliweka mkono yako namna hii na utulifu ukaingia Kenya. Haikusimamia hapo. Mwaka 2017 Uhuru alikutafuta wewe, nchi ikapoa. Watu walikuwa wakifikiri hao watu wanaota. Tumekuja na Ruto, tumejaribu bila wewe, tumeenda chini ya kitanda mpaka tukakufuta, ukaje nchi ikapoa. Na kwa sababu wewe ni zawadi ya Kenya, mimi nikija kwako juzi nilikaa nikafikiria nikasema, Raila Amolo Odinga, hiyo accelerator yako ya kuleta amani pale umekanyangia, usifute mguu nyuma, sukuma mpaka gari iende isoboe barabara na tufike pale tunaenda. Watu wa Kasipul Kabondo, mimi ni yule na nitakuja tena, na ninajua nitakuja na baba na atanifa namba yangu 9 ya kucheza mpira mpaka ngoli siingie. Mungu awabariki.
Asante sana. Donge no nyalo wuoyo. Senator Korir already spoke as the Vice Chair of the Parliamentary Service Commission. Your Excellency, Governor Simba Arati, we were with him at Consolata Shrine. He sent his apologies, but he had also sent me a contribution in support, which I'd shared with Mheshimiwa Ivo Bara. The governor for Meru, the new governor, Governor Mutuma, Sir Charles is an investor in Meru, and he has his life in Meru. He sent messages of condolences. He also sent a contribution and asked me to tell the family that he's with them, and the contribution I've submitted to Honorable Eve Obara. The first governor for Siaya is a member of the family, Pembelepe, in or koso in Nyawana. Mondo wangeda kadimwa mi.
Giro golo nyach kapango kendi pandonga nang. Giro nyango golo nyach kapango. Giro golo nyach kapango kendi pandonga nang. Nijakom, Speaker Mar National Assembly, maneno wa sumogo, gi leadership, duto, mar ODM, governors mantie, amoso no kweuru, amoso uru no kweuru. An, aloso kaka or, matiende ni, Were onyuomo nyamera matin chogo en choka moth. Nini winjo ga jaduong' moro amoth kowira. Iwoni nyako manini wero hagre bokendo. Winjo ga wach. Wach chal hama. Were nodonjo kamoth nadi. Were nodonjo kamoth kawakia. Koro odiechieng' moro achiel to nene jaduong' amotho ora ni owinjo ka nyawande moro nolal South Nyanza. Mondo wadhi wanonie kaka nyare nodak ga nikech pok oneno ng'ama ne nokawo nyare no. Koro kane wachopo tago turbin tadwoko wach ni jaduong', joka to nwang're joka chal jok mabeyo. To amigi mna thuolo koni tawacho nwere ni nyar jaduong' ok dak ga go nono. Yie mondo iikri kel mwandu ni jaduong'. Bune nong'ondo kelo bukendo chako kelo. Notimo maber kose notimo marach. Kuomu ka nitie jomoko modak adaka gi moni udi mapok onyuol. Adier kose kadier. To ana won kaka gavana mane Siaya diere cha. Nene ayiego Ong'ondo Were ahinya nikech naneno ka nyiri mok South Nyanza koni biro tedo Siaya to wanyuoma ahinya. Wane wanyombo moloyo kaka winyombo. Koro Koro dwarore ni balance to bedie Gladys Wanga. Mondo ne enta di modhi kocha ta di modugo koni to nyuma di. Adier kose kadier. Mar ariyo, an kane ne pok abedo gavana nomiya luth gi ji ariyo. An go luth manamo othowena, nanyalo ritogo piny kayudo, to kod manini jakomo miya, batiyogo higni 10. Koro ludha moth cha an go. Tadwaro ni mondo ludhna kele loka ni. Mondo nyakewa moro bendo bed kode, to mana ni hole nyaka duoke. Ludhni okuchweka, idwaro ni kisetiyo kode titi benadi, iduoke. Ber kuserach. Mogik. An oyiera i disciplinary committee mar ODM headquarters kucha. To pod kabedo sworn in. Bet na sebedo sworn in. To jok mandiko mang'eny, ing'eno ODM koting'o jonekni. ODM ka ni oting'o rashinge. ODM ka ni oting'o jok magalagala. Ibiro nwang'o ni jok mandiko gik maricho ka. Gin mana jo ODM kose. Koro dwarore ni Sifuna. Nitakuongelesha kwa Kisungu. It is necessary to know who is this that is writing those funny things. So that I know the current law. I read yesterday that a WhatsApp writing was fined 2 million shillings. You know, if you can find these people, all of them, right? Under my leadership in that disciplinary committee. That disciplinary committee should not also allow such people to come and contest. Isn't it? Koro, we have to be very wary so that we don't allow people to just assassinate other people's names, ovyo, and discipline is supposed to be there. Atieko mara gimaduong' mawacho kanyo, awacho no luth adwawe kanye. Luth aweka. To luth no en luth bottom nade. Mara hola. Winjere kose kuinjere. To koro matene nadwawe luth adi. Nikeche moro cha bini pok adwoko mane babo miacha. Koro aduogo go ka tanyise no luth ni to en rango kode 20 mang'eny kucha. Winjere kose kuinjere. Ero kamano ahinya.
Erokamano ahinya Gavana Rasanga. Kuom leronwa ni kare nyithindogi gin okepe ka ruoth. Owacho koso ok owacho. Because the ones I'm renaming with their leadership of the ODM, I think I'll bring in Kaluma as a chair. Then I hand over the program to the ODM leadership. So Mheshimiwa Kaluma come in as the chair of the funeral committee. And then I'll have the Secretary General, the Deputy Party Leader, and the Trustee of the party.
Baba, the second Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya, the Speaker of National Assembly, the Honorable Dr. Moses Masika Wetangula, the widows of Were, Maggie and Ann, the children of Were, Oja, Boyd, Jensen, we have Pascal, Immaculate, Leslie, and the young Ryan. Fellow members of Parliament, fellow mourners, the people of Homa Bay, time is gone. Mine is very brief. As I say them, because there are only two things, I want to request the family of Were to come in front. And I'm praying for courage, Maggie, and Anna, as you lead the family, to come so that you can pay tribute to your beloved husband and father. Thuro weche ka osewachore mang'eny kabisa. Ng'ama nigi ite otimang'o? Ng'ama nigi wang'e bende otimang'o? To gipuonjowa mang'eny. Achiel kuomgi owachore ni riwruokwa e teko marwa kaka oganda donge ni odwa en OD. And Baba, we want to say it before you. Some people think that when we are in broad-based government, and indeed we are in broad-based government, then this area is open to every political party. We are in broad-based government, and we defend the broad-based government. And we are grateful, Honorable Mbadi, Honorable Wandai, and our other sons and daughters are in broad-based government, and we'll protect you. But Homa Bay in particular is an ODM zone, and we must be respected. Awacho koso kawacho. Koro jo maringo ringa but ka in kar baba. Marariyo baba, 111 your tools of war. We are in broad-based government because Baba wachani wabede broad-based government. One kamichiaye wamo wantie. But thank you for being the statesman you are. Thank you for the leadership you have always showed. Before I allow the family to speak, because we are going very fast, Baba, let me condole you as we also condole the family. Baba has lost a true friend, a true soldier. And I saw it, Baba, and we knew it. Baba, you came from Dubai and straight from the airport into Were's home. And Baba, when you got information that Were had been shot, you were among the first to reach the hospital. I'm told you tested all his pulses to confirm he was truly dead. You know, Were was a friend. To the family of Were, your husband, your father, has been slain. But there is a good reason we call Baba. Baba. And he's truly there for you. Baba will continue to be there. Speaker of the National Assembly, immediately you got information that Were was killed, you dispatched your team to Parliament. And you requested me to head a team. The team that the Speaker constituted together to help with the funeral program, be upstanding so that you can be acknowledged. Speaker, there are very many. Let me confirm that they have done a good job. You called me worried yesterday whether Were would be given the dignified send-off that he so richly deserves. And I promised you that the people of Kasipul, the people of Homa Bay, will bury their son as a hero. And I truly is being buried as a hero. Let nobody take it for granted that we are laughing in pain. Homa Bay County has borne the brunt of very many assassinations, Baba. With Tom Boya, you told me the other day, even Ojijoteko is not buried in our land here. Odhiambo Mbai, Orua Ojode. There are very many. Tinu Ura Juang, they are burying Were. We are come because our people have sent us. And again, a number of people have been arrested. They go up to around 10 now. And we have a good team of lawyers joining the prosecution to deal with the matter. Tom Kupere, thank you. Apollo Mbuya, thank you. You have the reports. But when I tell you, Baba, our people believe there are people outside there. That the people who have been arrested are mere executors. They want to say it cannot happen, and it will not happen when we are in broad-based government. We will not rest as the leaders of Homa Bay. I don't take it lightly that we can afford a smile here. We will not rest until we know who killed our son. And may this be the first time, Baba, when a political assassination of this level is being unraveled. And we want to thank government for what they have done. But even if Enja Homa Bay, even if the person is from Homa Bay, even if that person is seated here, we will not spare. We want to know what killed our son. Gimangengo, Speaker, you never pulled your hand back. You went beyond the limits that Parliament normally provides for such programs. May I thank you so much for the support you gave. When Parliament went down, you went into your own pockets. On behalf of the family, because they're mourning, I thank you. Baba, all you've done, I thank you so much. And I only get But Were notho kowacho ni loyalty pays. Loyalty pays. An bende pok naneno kama babo kiaye joma loyal to him, kata kama noseloko ne joge. Ng'e. Kosa wacho marach jodalawa. Koro gi mang'eny go, ago erokamano gi rwak mane urwako go wuodwa yesterday. Piny odhier nono. Ji ne nigi propaganda mang'eny. Nurwako wuodwa, yo mapok norwago ng'ato mitaneno gi wang'a, eruru kamano. Nyaka chien chunye mor. Before you, Baba, are the widows of Were. I want to give so I will give Paul Were, the brother of Were, to speak on behalf of the family. Let's make it brief, to the point we give him the dignity he deserves.
Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, the Speaker of the National Assembly, the governors led by our own beloved Governor Gladys Atieno Wanga, the senators led by our Senator Moses Otieno Kajwang, members of Parliament, all leaders present, habari yenu. I'm Paul Juma Were. I just want to make only a comment. As a family, we still don't know who killed my brother. And the reason why, we still don't know. Take what I'm saying. Leave alone what people say outside there. We still don't know those who killed my brother. And we are requesting the investigative authority to speed up. Tumeona progress, and we are very happy about it. They have done a lot, but we request them to do more. Before us here are brothers of Honorable Charles Ong'ondo Were. There is my younger brother. Naitwa Nehemia Madi, is a state officer. Ni Kenya Defense Force officer. Here is Luke Were, Pia is a state officer. Here we have James Were. James Were is also a state officer. He's an officer in the county government of Homa Bay. We have our elder brother. Were was our brother, but it comes to familiar issues. Dal must take charge. So it's the elder brother of Mzee Were Oja. This side we have Pascal Ochieng. Pascal beba mkono juu. Pascal Ochieng is the son of Honorable Ong'ondo Were. We have Leslie. Leslie also is the son of Ong'ondo Were. We have Vincent, the elder daughter of Ong'ondo Were, Vincent. We have Rian Odhiambo, the youngest son. Then Atieno, anaitwa Atieno. Mtoto anapenda mama Gladys Wanga Saidi. Saidi. Ni rafiki ya mama Gladys Wanga Saidi. Then we have, I'll give them 1 minute. Only 4 people, I'll give 1 minute to talk. We have Boyd Were. Boyd Were is here. This is the Boyd Were, the second born of Ong'ondo Were. The elder son of Mheshimiwa Ong'ondo Were anaitwa Proctor Oja. Proctor Oja. Before I hand over to these ladies, our wives are there. Can you stand up? Wherever you are. Those are our wives. Honorable Speaker, ukikuja hapa leo usikose kukula. Nimeona dada yako ako pale. Usikose kukula kuku ile tumepinja hapa. Hiyo itakuwa mbaya. Then we have Phyllis Juma, Jacqueline Ondiwa, Lilian Otieno, Jupiter Apondi, and our mama, the BB of our elder brother is there, Gladys Otieno. I have also to thank the funeral committees, both in Nairobi and Hapa. But Upondo Kaloma, Mheshimiwa Upondo Kaloma, umeni surprise zaidi. I attended your father's burial, courtesy of the MP. Chakula ilikuwa, bati umetengeneza mzuri zaidi, hiyo Ong'ondo Were. Chakula imekuwa mingi kushinda hata ile ulitengenezea baba yako. So, tunakupenda. You have done a lot to us. The governor has done a lot to us. A lot to us. And the governor, every time mjumbe has a problem, alikuwa nasimama na mjumbe. Governor, tunakupenda. We unajua tu, you are not only our governor, but we ni mama yetu. We are not going to cry sana. We are not going to cry sana. Awachokama, jo Kasipul, o kwa iwaka jo maombe geno. Baba politie, koro kwa iwaka jo manigi onge geno. Anan wudu baba. Nikuwa baba benitie ka. Baba kuai. Ma kelwet nya kuari mora kiel. Tieka. We will be a very important issue, a very important person. Tuko na baba yangu moja, yule amebaki hapa. He's not going to talk, but mzuri ni mtaje. Baba yangu, Weroja, walikuwa watu watatu, wawili wamekufa. Mmoja hako. Mzee Samuel Onyangoja. Mzee Indikanye. Mane baba wa Mudung, kuru. Uitege no thotene Mudung. Without wasting, Nasau, the committee led by Dr. Joash Allo, uko nyumbani. Dr. Allo did a lot. Without him, this thing would have not been successful the way it is, in collaboration with Honorable Upondo Kaloma. Without wasting time, I want to give Boyd Were.
Joturwa untie. Kasipul untie. Adogo ne Kasipul erokomano kuom chung gi baba chakre 2013 nyaka sani. To kendo adogo nu erokamano maduong' kuom biro yogo ogai ma milambo. Erokamano. First of all, as a family, we are not intimidated. We can't be intimidated. Mzee was a fearless person, and what I'm sure of, he never raised a coward. So for those who thought that by intimidating us, by eliminating that they will succeed, that won't happen. It will not disrupt our cause for the people of Kasipul. Mogik, adong isoje Kasipul. Ankodu, tokendo okabiweyo hu. Ankodu, jaduong nitie. Erokamano.
Thank you very much, Proctor.
ODM. Kasipul gima agoyo nu erokamano kuom chungi baba wa chakre chieng' mane otho nyaka kawuono. Gima duong' kata ka jaduong' otho ginege, but nyithi Ong'ondo Were pod nitie. Kata ka jaduong' otho, kaka mama, jaduong' no wacho nyathi ka nyathi otuge dhod min gi.
Homa Bay and ODM. Erokamano uru. Thank you very much. Thank you. Aya. Wacha nipatie Pascal. Ochieng aseme two things.
Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Moses Wetangula, Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga, every MP over here, Governor, good afternoon. All I want to say is thank you for being here with us. We're really grateful. Since the day our dad left, we were so low, but currently with all your support, we are better. And please don't forget us. You can visit us anytime you want, and we're really grateful. And as I finish, I want to say this. Wadwa Rodad Oyud Justice Erokamano.
Aya. Sasa tunakuja hapa. Aya, utaongea baadaye. Emma, wacha nipatie Emma kidogo. Ngoma.
Praise God. My name is Immaculate Atieno Were. I'm the daughter to the late Honorable Charles Ong'ondo Were. He used to call me baby or Nyaboro daughter. Dear Dad, a face that is always on my mind, a smile I have seen a million times, two eyes that would light up the sky at night, one last battle you could not fight. To stay with us, you fought so hard. A million pieces went my heart. Now a photo I look at to see your smile. I keep your number on speed dial. A video I watch to hear your voice. This I do, but I have no choice. But great memories I will always keep with me. Your love is in my heart for eternity. I never got to say goodbye. I understand, but I can try. We had a date that we both looked forward to. July is my school prayer day. You were to come to pray for my success in the upcoming exam. It never happened, Dad. I worked to promise hard. Determined to succeed because you are my dad. My guardian angel, I love you, Dad.
Because of time, I'm going to give Anne Were, the second wife. Mheshimiwa Were had 3 wives. One was sister. Yeah? She read the nini.
Praise God. This is my tribute to my dad. My father, Dad, Daddy, a light from our household gone, a voice we love is stilled, a place is vacant in our home, which can never be filled. I always wish I could take the pain you felt away. In death, Dad, I still love you. No one could ever fill the place you left in my heart. My biggest fear was losing you. I don't know how I will live without you, Dad. Who will call me daughter or msichana wangu? You always taught us to love home and appreciate what we have. God gave me a beautiful father, a father who never grew old, always there with a helping hand. If I could write a story about you, it would be the greatest story ever told. Although the door between our world is closed and we are apart until the time God opens it, you are always in my heart. Rest in peace, Dad.
Chungo mine moko ka jodala wa jodala ginie ye ka onge ngama wuoyo andwa mna acknowledge their presence only. Wang mine gidine ga dala. Wan gi wede mopogore opogore uneno former governor Cornel. People call it Cornel, but jita Cornel Rasanga. Cornel Rasanga osewacho ka ni nyamingi no mjumbe okao. Majuwuote juwariyogi. Kuro jowa moa siaya te warwako, feel welcome. Bomet dala waka en multi-party, to en multi-party maji ogore ot. Wan gi mon moa kuonde kabila ka kabila to mamoko jo UDA korgi ko jo UDA korgi kod ODM to onge jo magore. Ko gik dala ka kisedonjo dala to en ODA. Wan ge delegation moa Bomet mo bedo led by Honorable Josiah Samuel, MCA, Ewedo Kaja, Wave. That one is brother to Margaret Were, the MCA Bomet. Tuko na delegation from Meru, led by Mr. Robert. Robert ako wapi? Maybe they are not around. Oh, Robert ako uko. You ni brother to Ann Were. Tuko na delegation from Vihiga County, Western Province, led by Derek. Derek ako wapi? Far end. Thank you very much. Tuko na delegation from Busia. Busia, delegation from Busia. We have delegation from Oriankogueno. Joriang dudo tere manika. Timura ne badumalo. Gintiene moko nikaja. Wanege Kobala. Delegation moa Kobala, Felix aneno kanon. Warwako. Wanege delegation moa Kabondo. Wadwa mathini no kepu Kabondo. Jo Kabondo te. Led by Kamata. Warwako. Jo Kanu. Umbene warwako uka. Wede wa kaka Polomboya. Polomboya no manu budi ner babawa. Wakili warwaki. Gijo dala temo akanjira. Apa na digi kigekanyo. Kuru ademi opportunity ne Ann Were. The second wife. The third wife. Tumweshimiwa Were.
Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, Speaker of the National Assembly, Mama Gladys, all leaders, mourners, good afternoon. Kwa majina ni Ann Were, Nyarmeru. Wacha kwanza ni washukuru Baba vile ulikuja kwetu juzi. You really supported us. Thank you very much. Despite kukua baba yetu ameenda, gap haijakuwa, you are still there for us. Wewe ni baba yetu. Speaker, you supported us very much with your MPs. Mungu awakumbuke. Be blessed. Mama, sina la kukuambia. Personally, umenisaidia sana. The family of your friend, you have stood with it. From the first day, paka sai, and they know you are not going to leave us. As a family, we are very strong because of the shoulder you gave us. When we were crying, when we were low, that's why today you cannot see any cry or even mourning, because you were there for us. You have really supported us financially, morally, prayers. Mungu awabariki. To my beloved husband, nimetembea naye kwa muda mrefu tangu nikiwa youth, when I was in university. Paka saa hii bando ameniacha vile nimevuka tu youth. Kaniacha nikiwa very young. But akili amenipa. We have been working with him one-on-one. Meskia is an investor in Meru. And not Meru alone. I believe it's countrywide. Na mimi ndio tulikuwa tunafanya naye biashara. Kwa hivyo when it comes to business, nafikiria nimeiva. Kwa hivyo hajaniacha nje. Na ile knowledge amenipa hata kwa familia na nitawapatia to move together because we are one. Chenye naweza omba wale walifanya hicho kitendo, hatuta complain sana kwa Mungu, but tusaidieni tupate justice. Na tukiipata, we will be at peace even better. May God bless you. Let me introduce my sister here. She is my elder sister, Margaret, to say something.
Your Excellency, the Prime Minister, Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, Speaker of National Assembly, Governors present, Mawaziri, Senators, Members of Parliament present, Members of County Assembly present, all dignitaries, Oimore uru, Oimore uru, Chamke. Leo sina mengi ya kusema. Meanwhile, before nianze kuongea, wacha niite dadangu Harriet Koskei akuja some my tribute. Meanwhile, wacha akuja tusome ndio niendelee. That is my only sister.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to read the tribute from Mrs. Were Margaret Minyaboro to the beloved husband who is lying before us. My dearest Charlie, my love, my safe harbor, how do I begin to capture the light you brought into our lives? You are not just my husband, but my truest friend, a steady hand and voice in our marriage. Your love was a force of nature, unshakable, selfless, and boundless. Today, the weight of your absence is immeasurable, but I cling to God's promise that you are His now, our eternal anchor, and that His strength will carry us forward. Your legacy is etched into every life you touched. You had a very rare gift for uniting people, for turning strangers into family with your open heart and unwavering grace. You taught us that the family is not just blood, but the love we choose to nurture. Our home was your masterpiece, a sanctuary of warmth where everyone felt seen, heard, and cherished. You led with quiet strength, showing our children what it means to live with integrity, kindness, and courage. To all my children who are standing before us today, we will walk this painful path together, arm in arm, heart in heart, keeping Charlie's light alive. He adored you, and I vow to honor that love by standing by you always. To my dear in-laws, my second family, you welcomed me with open arms and reminded me the meaning of unconditional love. What began as a kinship has grown into a bond no distance or sorrow can break. You are my friends, my confidants, and together we will preserve the beautiful legacy Charlie left behind. And to our precious children, your daddy's love lives on in every story we share, every lesson he taught, and every prayer we whisper. Though his physical presence is gone, his courage guides us still. Mommy is here. I will be your comfort, your protector, and your soft place to fall. We will face each day with the warmth, with the strength he planted in us, knowing he watches over us with pride. To Charlie's friends, Honorable Her Excellency Gladys Wanga and team, and all ODM family, this is still your home. Your spot in that house, that is Maggie's house, where laughter flowed, is still there. Charlie loved his friends and even named the friends. Whenever they received blessings in their family, even the added calves in their boma, he named them after the many friends he had. There is a calf in the boma that is called Wanga. There is one that is called Rosa Buyu, and another one called Joanne. So that tells you how much Charlie loved his friends. The doors Charlie opened for you will never close. This family remains yours. Keep his spirit alive by gathering here, sharing stories and lifting one another as he always did. His love built these bonds, and together we will ensure they endure. Charlie, your shoes are impossibly big to fill, but I will walk boldly in the path you carved, leaning on the foundation you built. Your love was our compass, and it will remain so until we meet again in God's embrace. Me, your Nyarlango, the name you loved calling me always, will surely miss you. I loved you and forever will. Rest now, knowing your legacy burns brightly in us all. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. Let me just say something small about Sir Charles. Wacha niongee kwa Kiswahili ndio mamangu aelewe. Mamangu ako pale, ako somewhere pale. Charles ni mtu alikuwa anapenda amani. Ni mtu alipenda familia yake. Alitupenda sana. Huwezi jua mtoto ni wa nani kwa hii boma. Charles alisimama na watu wa Kasipul. Wamama wa Kasipul, mko? Muendelee kukuja kwangu. I'll always be there for you. Hapo ni kwenu. Tuachane na hii maneno ya kuandika social media. It will not help. Tumzike Sir Charles. Nilikuwa napenda kuita Charlie nikikasirika, namwambia Charlie anacheka. So wacha tumzike kwa amani. Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, umesimama na sisi. Ufikishe pia ujumbe kwa Rais, ndugu yangu William Samoei Ruto, amesimama na sisi. Speaker Moses Wetangula, you've really stood with us. Governor Gladys Wanga, support yako itabaki vile mheshimiwa alikuwa amesema. Tutakusupport vile umetusupport. Rosa, Mili, Eve, Pensuda, Kajwang, and all the rest, tumewashukuru sana. All members of parliament, tuliwashukuru sana. Majirani, nimekuwa Nairobi lakini nimepata nyumbani iko sawa. Na wapenda sana. Na muendelee kutuombea. Muombe hii familia. Hatuna mengi ya kusema. Were alikuwa na sponsor watoto 830. Alikuwa anawapea full scholarship. Mama, ukiona nikikuja kwa ofisi yako, ujue kimeumana. Lazima tusaidia watoto. Hata sina mengi ya kusema. Kwa shukuru tu. Asante.
Haya, twendeni. Poleni sana. Pole. Boyd, there is a part of their family, I think the people they work with, which one? The Kenya Revenue Authority team leader, Ryle. Because of time, we will not allow you to speak, but you are recognized. And then there is Kenya KWS, the KWS team, who are the employers of Oja Proctor, Madam Chelimo is also somewhere around. That entire team is recognized. Just 1 minute.
Okay. Ato kadwa wuoyo mang'eny. Keche nyithindo gi osewuoyo. An gima dang' awachi. Jo Kasipul manitiere ka manyochudo modong' nyithi kiye. Nyasaye marito nyithi kiye. Nyasaye biro chulou. An awacho mana gima ora Rasanga owacho. Jo Kasipul winjo kowacho nochiwo lodhe adi. Lodhe ariyo gi tu winjo kokoni kwasetiyogo tiduoko. An bende were wuorwa noweyo lodh. Lodhno ndo ane manomiyago to namiye brother Charles. Charles kanosenindo. Lodhno koro odong'. To piny osewuoyo. Adhi chiwe kuma piny osewuoye.
Thank you very much. Anne works with Meru National Polytechnic. I'm told there is a very big team. You are recognized. And then the team that works with Madam Margaret also. You are recognized and you are welcome. Speaker, we have gone so far. Thank you all MPs for what you've done for the family of our brother when he fell. Governor, allow me now to welcome you, Governor Wanga. Yeah. Oh, we were going back to the party. Let's do it very fast because...
Yeah, thank you, Kaluma Mheshimiwa. Right Honorable Speaker, and to the family. The first governor of Homa Bay, Governor Cyprian Awiti, was a close friend to Sir Charles Ong'ondo Were. He has sent his condolences and message of goodwill and prayer. Jodala wagi ni koro wadwa ng'awe. Wang'awe koso kik wang'awe. Wadwa kete kama Sir Charles dobedo godo mamor. I want to present to you the Secretary General of the largest party, south of the Sahara, north of Limpopo. Anaitwa Edwin Sifuna. Na usisahau akina Oduor Ong'wen na jeshi yako watambulishe.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Kajwang'. Kwa familia ya ndugu yangu Charles Ong'ondo Were ikiongozwa na Mama Magi na Ann, Mheshimiwa Prime Minister, boss wangu Raila Amolo Odinga, wote ambao mmefika hapa na wasalimu kwa jina la Yesu Kristo, hamjambo. Jothuro untie. Nataka kama mnaniona mnipeperushie kofia ya ODM tafadhali. Asante sana. Mimi ndio Sifuna. Mimi ni senator wa kaunti ya Nairobi. Kwa mapenzi ya Mwenyezi Mungu, kwa mapenzi ya Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga na kwa mapenzi ya wanachama wa ODM, mimi bado ndio katibu mkuu wa chama cha ODM. Wanachama wa vyama vingine wangeulizwa, Sifuna hangekuwa katibu mkuu. Kiuliza watu ya UDA wangesema Sifuna atolewe. Lakini kwa bahati katibu mkuu wa chama anachaguliwa na wanachama wenyewe. So nataka niseme asanteni kwa kuzidi kunishikilia. Mimi nataka niseme Gavana Wanga, nimefurahi sana wakati ambapo nimeingia hapa kwa sababu wewe na timu yako yote hapa Homa Bay mmefuata maagizo ambaye Sir Charles Ong'ondo Were alitupatia ya kwamba wakati ambapo atapatwa na mauti yake azikwe ndani ya chama na rangi za chama cha ODM. Nilikuwepo pale mwaka 2023 wakati tunamzika chairman wa Migori Mheshimiwa Makabongo, wakati ambapo Sir Charles alisema mambo ambayo mumeona katika ile sinema. You have done a fantastic job, Governor, and your team to honor your brother vile ambavyo mmefanya. Na kwa sababu mimi ndio katibu, niko na kazi ambayo huwa nafanya, sifurahi sana. lakini nataka sote tusimame. Sote tusimame, mmeketi sana. Nataka bendera yako, kofia yako ya chama, hii hapa. Kwanza tunaiweka hapa kwenye roho, alafu nikisema ODM tunasema tuko tayari tukiinua hii bendera yetu, si ndio? ODM, tuko tayari. ODM. ODM. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Charles mahali huko. I hope umefurahia jinsi ambavyo wamekuandalia hafla yako. Mnaweza kuketi chini. Waheshimiwa ambao mko hapa, kwa niaba ya makao makuu ya chama, nimetembea na watu kutoka kwenye makao makuu ya chama. Tafadhali kama umetoka National Secretariat tusimame nikutambue tu kwa haraka. Tuko na Executive Director wetu hapo, Bwana Ong'ondo Were yuko na sisi. Finance Director wetu Joshua Kawino yuko pale. Mshirikishi wa vijana Benson Musungu yuko pale. Naona youth leader, sio youth leader ule, youth leader ni huyu. Youth leader ni Senator wa Siaya. Youth President Mheshimiwa Ketora yuko pale, na wale ni wanachama wa Elections Board. Namuona Tyro, namuona Tinget yuko pale, na ndugu yangu Jack. Asante, mnaweza kuketi tafadhali. Tuko na members, naona Philip Etale yuko pale, Director wa Communications. Mheshimiwa Governor, kuna machairmen ambao wametoka mbali. ODM ni chama cha kitaifa. Kama we ni mwenyekiti wa county, simama. Naona Robert pia yuko pale. Mwenyekiti wa county, naona mama county Nairobi, Nakuru, naona county chair wa Vihiga. Unajua hizi taa zinanimulika macho. Civilizer kutoka Mombasa na chair wa Siaya. Unaweza kuketi, asante sana. We have members of the National Executive Committee, NEC. Wasimame tu, wengine walikuwa wameshazungumza, muonekane kwamba mko hapa. Mheshimiwa Pasaris, asanteni sana. Mnaweza kuketi. Vile ambavyo familia imesema, kwanza mimi kama senator wa Nairobi, we owe an apology to the people of Homa Bay, kwa sababu hiki kitendo kimefanyika katika kaunti ya Nairobi. Nimemwambia governor wa Nairobi na viongozi wote wa Nairobi kwamba lazima tutoe explanation. How can it be that mtu mbunge kama huyu anapigwa risasi kwa barabara ambaye haina msitu, iko na taa, iko na CCTV cameras, na ndio uone hao watu wanaweza kufanya kitendo kama hicho mahali kama hapo. Wanaamini kwamba they can actually get away with it. Sisi vile familia imesema, tunaona uchunguzi unaendelea vizuri. Wameshika dereva, wameshika mlinzi, wameshika yule ambaye wanasema ndiye alipiga hiyo risasi. Sisi tunawaambia tunangoja majibu kuhusu yule mwenye kupeana hiyo amri na mwenye kutuma pesa ili hii kazi ifanyike. Tunaona muko na Omena, muko na Kamongo. Sisi tunangoja Mbuta na Liech, ule mkubwa ambaye alituma hiyo kazi ifanyike. Si tunaelewana hapo? Na nataka niwahakikishie familia ya kwamba tutasimama na nyinyi hadi haki ipatikane. Kama mwanasiasa, mimi nimesema wazi kwamba sisi sio wakamilifu. Tuna makosa yetu, saa zingine huwa tunateleza, tunasema kitu ambacho kinaweza kukukwaza roho, na hiyo tunasema pole. Lakini mimi nataka niseme, wakati mnatukosoa, mtukosoe kama tungali hai na tunaweza kujitetea. Munikosoe kama wengine wamesema Sifuna hapa mara mingi, niko hapa nitawajibu. Lakini kuattack mtu ambaye amelala hapa hawezi kujitetea yeye mwenyewe, it is very unfair. Hii mambo ambayo mnasema, mbona hamkuwa mnasema wakati alikuwa pale kwa makao makuu ya chama? Mimi ndio naweka stakabadhi za chama. Sijaona mtu amekuja pale kuripoti kwamba Charles Ong'ondo Were amemdhulumu. Hamkuwa mnakuja. Sasa mnakuja saa ile jamaa hawezi kujitetea. Saa ile siwezi kumuita nimuulize na hii mambo watu wanasema ni kweli ama ni uongo. It is very unfair. So mimi nataka niseme, kama uko na shida na Sifuna, sema tu leo, kubona ni mundu kumundu. Hapana kungoja nimelala alafu unaanza kusema Sifuna alikuwa mbaya. Jambo la mwisho, mimi Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga, mara ya kwanza nikipiga kura ilikuwa ni mwaka wa 2002. Ndio nilikuwa nimefika umri wa kupiga kura. Tangu nikue umri huo, tangu nianze kupiga kura, mimi sijui chama kingine. Najua chama cha ODM. Mwaka 2002 baba, sisi ndio wale vijana tulikuwa tunaimba pale Uhuru Park nikiwa university ya kwamba yote yawezekana bila Moi. Hiyo ilikuwa kina sisi. Ulituambia tupigie Kibaki, nilipigia Kibaki. 2005 wakati alijaribu kuharibu kuleta katiba ambayo haukuwa unakubaliana nayo na haikuwa katiba ambayo inaungwa mkono na wananchi, sisi ndio tuliangusha katiba ambayo Kibaki alileta kwa sababu tulikuwa tunamfuata Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga. 2007 nilikupigia kura mimi ndani ya chama cha ODM 2013 na 2022. Mimi sijui chama kingine. Mimi ni Mluya. Mimi si Mjaluo, mimi ni Mluya. Kiongozi wangu ni Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga. Na nikichagua kuingia chama cha ODM, si ati hakukuwa na vyama vingine. Huko nyumbani kwetu kuna vyama. Speaker akisimama hapa atawaambia. I made a conscious decision. We have to protect this institution called ODM. Wakati nafanya kazi yangu, wengine wanasema Sifuna anapinga, Sifuna anapinga. Ile kitu najua baba aliniambia ya kwamba even after we donated our experts to government, ODM is not in government. Alisema mwenyewe. Na atarudia hapa. If ODM is not in government, the Secretary General of ODM cannot be in government. Surely people. Kama ningejua Kijaluo ningeeleza na Kijaluo. Pia mimi mkono yangu haina pete, mnitafutie mtu ambaye atanifunza Kijaluo. Nimeona mnapeana watu. Jambo la pili baba aliniambia na amesema wazi ya kwamba vyama vyote vya kisiasa viko ndani ya siasa kutafuta uongozi wa nchi. Mimi najua nyinyi watu wa Homa Bay mnajua tumewahi kushinda uchaguzi kama chama cha ODM. Mnakubali ama mnakataa? Tushawahi kushinda ama hatujawahi shinda? Si tumeshinda? Na najua ndani ya mioyo yenu mnaamini kwamba bado hiki chama kinaweza kushinda uchaguzi. Kama unaamini ODM bado ina uwezo wa kuunda serikali, niinulie mkono hapo tafadhali nione. Kwa hivyo kama mnaamini kwamba chama hiki bado kina nguvu na uwezo wa kuweza kuunda serikali, katibu mkuu wa chama akisema kwamba mimi sitounga mtu mwingine mkono bali baba Raila Amolo Odinga, katibu amekosea. Katibu amekosea. So mimi nataka niwaambie kila mtu afanye kazi yake. Siku moja huyu baba Raila Amolo Odinga atakuja kuniambia mimi mwenyewe, hajawahi kuniambia kwa nini alinichagua kama katibu. Juzi wakati kulikuwa na nafasi, Mheshimiwa Wanga wewe unajua ulikuwa pale. Nikaomba baba, nikamwambia baba si sasa basi unipe promotion kidogo, wacha nikuwe deputy party leader. Baba akakataa, akapea Osoti kazi. Akasema Sifuna wewe baki hapo. Yeye mwenyewe atakuja kuniambia siku moja kwa nini alisema ni baki hapo. Hawa jamaa wetu, marafiki zetu wako kwa serikali. Mimi ile serikali najua ni serikali ya Kenya Kwanza ambayo ilichaguliwa chini ya uongozi wa William Ruto. Nimesikia ndugu yangu hapa anaitwa Charles Kamuren. Kamuren, sisi Waluya huwa tunasema kama mwenye boma bado yuko na hajashindwa kazi, usimuongelele. Mimi ni Mbukusu, kazi kinishinda kwa boma ndugu yangu atanisaidia. Haijanishinda. Kama msemaji wa chama amekaa hapa, wewe unaongeaje kwa niaba ya chama? Sisi tunajua pahali chama kiko. Niseme nisiseme? Niseme nisiseme? Wewe unasema mmepumzika sasa. Mimi nawaambia msipumzike sana. Msipumzike sana, mlale, msahau kazi ya wananchi. Tafadhali fanyieni wananchi kazi. Na tunapokumbushana yale mambo ambayo tumesikizana, watu wasichukulie vibaya. Sisi baba ametuambia tunaweza kutoa maoni, lakini tunapotoa maoni tutoe maoni kwa njia ya heshima. Tusikoseane wengine heshima. Jacob, mimi naomba tu ya kwamba hiki chama, the only thing we can do for this party, chama ambacho Charles Ong'ondo Were alikuwa na kienzi, tuwe na umoja. Tunaweza kuwa na mitazamo tofauti kuhusu mambo fulani, but if this party remains united, this ODM, baba, the future is extremely bright. Hawa watu wanapenda hiki chama. So sisi kama viongozi tusipotoshe wafuasi wetu ya kwamba ulisema 2027 chama cha ODM lazima kiwe kwenye debe. Those are the instructions I take. Fortunately for me as SG, I take instructions from one center. The day those instructions change, you will hear from me. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Asante Senator Sifuna. Watu wa Homa Bay wanapenda ODM na wanampenda Raila Amolo Odinga. The deputy party leader of ODM, Senator Osotsi.
Haya. Familia Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, Speaker wetu Wetangula, and all protocol observed. Watu wa Homa Bay, hebu salamu ya Charles kwa hewa. Yangu ni haraka. Ya kwanza naleta risala za lambirambi kutoka kwa familia yangu na watu wa Vihiga na watu wote wa Ingo. Wamesema nikuje niseme pole kwa sababu Ong'ondo Were alikuwa rafiki yao mkubwa. Jambo la pili, mimi nina huzuni kwa sababu mimi ni miongoni mwa wale ambao walionana na Mheshimiwa Were dakika za mwisho alafu akapotea. Nilikutana na yeye pale KICC ambapo tuko na ofisi pale, na Mheshimiwa Were alikuwa kwa simu anaongea. He was in a very tense conversation, na akaniita akanishika mkono ati anataka kuniambia mambo ya ODM ya Homa Bay. Sasa mimi nikakaa pale for 10 minutes, yeye anaendelea. Nikangoja, baadaye nikamwacha kama anaendelea kwa simu. 1 hour later nikapata ripoti ndugu yetu ametuacha. Kwa hivyo I want to ask the investigators, I think the phone records of Honorable Were will tell you the planners and the schemers of his death. Hiyo investigation muangalie hiyo. Jambo la pili, mimi sitaongea sana vile Sifuna ameongea, lakini I want to say one thing. We are now burying the second son of Homa Bay, who was true to the party, who was loyal to the party, and who was committed to the party. Wa kwanza alikuwa ni Senator Gerald Otieno Kajwang. Wa pili sasa ni huyu. And Kajwang taught us one thing, that the basic rule of ODM party is total loyalty and fidelity to the party. Kwa hivyo wale ambao mnayumba kidogo, today you must get a lesson that ODM members must be ideal and true members like Honorable Were here. Jambo la mwisho, nimesikia wenzetu wa Kenya Kwanza wakituambia kwamba tuendelee kuwashika. We have no problem. Lakini niseme nisiseme, nataka niwakumbushe kama mmesahau that we have an MOU on 10 important issues affecting Kenyans. And these 10 important issues are the issues that took Kenyans to the street. Don't forget about those 10 issues. The matter of cost of living, very important and very dear to Baba. The matter of devolution. Was the matter of inclusivity and the other 10 issues. Don't forget about that, because nimeanza kuona ni kama mnasahau. And Sifuna, you are the Secretary General of the party. Unasema ulikuwa unataka hii kiti yangu, lakini baba alijua wewe ndio unajua kujibizana na hao watu. Mimi unajua saa zingine nakuwa mpole. We will continue pushing for the interests of Kenyans. And Baba is here. ODM members, we want you to learn something from Charles Ong'ondo Were. And even at some point, Charles told me that he wants to be the chairman of ODM in Homa Bay. Lakini mimi nikamwambia, wewe hata umepita kuwa chairman wa ODM Homa Bay. Wewe inatakana ukue unasaidia baba kazi ya Nyanza mzima kwa sababu ya loyalty yako and commitment to the party. So we have lost a great son of the party, a son of Homa Bay. Tunamwambia Were, rest in peace. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Asante, Senator Sotsi. Apologies for rushing you because the rains are coming. Senator Oburu Odinga is a trustee of the party, is our elder, is a reservoir of wisdom, and above all, is a leader of all the youth within this movement. Karibu, Senator Oburu. Afterwards, we'll hand over to the governor.
Thank you. Our party leader, Raila Amolo Odinga, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Wetangula, and the family of the late Charles Ong'ondo Were. I don't want, and everybody who has come to mourn, and all the leaders, and all protocols observed. I don't want to say much because it is very unfair that leaders are given opportunity to talk at the bottom of everything, when people have said almost everything that should be said. But I will first of all say a word or two. The late Charles Ong'ondo Were was my friend, and I liked his honesty because he was a very, very honest person. If there was a problem and you were meeting even in a small caucus, people fear to say certain things. But if you see Ong'ondo Were raising his hand, you will know that there is something burning. And he will say something different from everything that everybody else had spoken before. He was a very, very opinionated man. He had opinion on almost every issue which came across for discussion. And I know he comes from a clan called Kachien. Ungeo kuma Kachien oae. Kachien alungega ne alunguga Ong'ondo Were, nong'ondo Were inie chogo maduong e rachuonyo ka. Alunge ni en chogo maduong nikech clan moae milungo ni Kachien nieri. Chien ema nondiko rachuonyo, rachuonyo ne en jatij chien. Marachuonyo bende ema nomiye chiege matin maniluongo no aminu chien ema nomiyo rachuonyo chiege matin miluongo no Mieri. Ema onyuologo Sipul, to Sipul to nyuolo Bondo. Ema omiyo kiwacho joma ne rachuonyo okuongo nyuolo ka rachuonyo pok okendo kata kendo, nyaluo kendo kane osenyuolo jogi. Ema omiyo jogi e chogo maduong'. To Jokachien, jo Kasipul, jo Homa Bay duto uwito gold, uwito mula to kata wayiko mula to piny nyaka dhi nyime, kendo an akwayo ni mondo kwe makende mar Nyasaye obedie family mar Ong'ondo Were. Ang'eyo nong'ondo othotho malit. Ong'ondo othotho malit. It was a very, very painful death. Though it was abrupt, but it is a very sad way of dying. And my age, I think I qualify to curse. I can curse now. And whoever killed Ong'ondo Were, we know that there are three. Me, I'm not a lawyer. Sifuna, me, I'm not a lawyer. But I know that in every murder, there is something called premeditation. I also know that there is planning. I also know that there is execution. And I know that in the case of Ong'ondo Were, what has been done is only the part of execution. They have not looked at the part of the planning, and they have not looked on the part of malice aforethought. And malice aforethought and planning, that is the core of murder. That is the core of murder, and therefore what has been done is still peripheral. We want to get to the core of the murder. We want to know who had some malice aforethought. And if anybody thought that by killing Ong'ondo Were, he is going to emerge as a leader, I want to tell him that you are not going to emerge as a leader. If that is the way you want to be a leader, you will never be a leader. A good leader is the one who preaches peace. And as Luos, we don't like bloodshedding. Luos always avoid bloodshedding, and the person who did this must be having some other blood which is not quite Luo. I don't believe he's a proper Jaluo, because Luos, you have seen, we have been killed in Kibera, we have been killed in Nairobi, we were killed in Nakuru, we were killed in Kisumu, but we never revenged. We never revenged. Because it is not in our culture to revenge, it is not in our culture to kill and spill blood. I want to say something about our party. There was a Jalango lady who spoke here very passionately. She was telling us that when Raila came and joined them or supported Ruto somehow, they rested. Somebody has told you, please don't rest. Because Wananchi want services, and that is why they came out to demonstrate. And those services must be done so that the support of Raila to you has some meaning. It will not have a meaning if people just go back to rest and in their Lawrence. But what I want to tell you, again, you said the truth, that people are paying. We are paying for debts of those projects which went elsewhere in the country. Those projects never came to our area, and therefore when we are talking about getting our share, we don't want other people's share, we want our share, including that share which went to other people for which our people are also paying. Honorable Mbadi, please look at it. When your knife is on a bread, please on the top let it be equal, but as it goes down, let it be a bit slanted. So that we have affirmative action. We must have affirmative action. That is all I wanted to say. I thank you very much. It is late in the day, and let the peace be with the family of the late Charlie Ong'ondo Were.
Thank you so much, Senator Oburu. Governor Gladys Wanga, take it over from this point.
Asante sana. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana. Your Excellency, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, our party leader, the Right Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, Dr. Moses Wetangula, the family of my late friend, Sir Charles Ong'ondo Were, Margaret, Mama Emma, Anne, Mama Pascal, the children, the brothers, mawaziri ambao wako hapa siku ya leo, Jo Kasipul, Jo Homa Bay, amoso uni Nyasaye ber. Sechete, mumekuja kwa fujo. Mumekuja kwa fujo. Na nikisema ODM mara ya kwanza ni tuko tayari. Mara ya pili ongeringo. Mara ya tatu pindra. ODM! 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 Your Excellency, Prime Minister, allow me to recognize the Council of Elders of Homa Bay and the rest of the region. Apollo Bwana and your team, tafadhali msimame mpunge hewani. Thank you very much. Allow me to also recognize the members of the County Executive of Homa Bay. Tafadhali msimame. Members of the County Executive of Homa Bay. Anybody who works in Homa Bay County Government, tafadhali usimame. Because you have not been recognized, please wave like this. Asanteni sana for the support that you've given. Allow me to recognize Your Excellency, my husband, Wunkayo, George Wanga, Mr. is here also. He was also a friend of Ong'ondo Were. Thank you very much. Allow me to bring apologies of Waziri Hassan Ali Joho, who also supported us in this function. Mpoke rambirambi zake. Governor of Nairobi, Governor Sakaja, he was with us in church and he also supported us in a big way. Tafadhali mpoke salamu zake. Governor Gideon Mungaro of Kilifi, who also supported us in a big way. Asante sana. Governor of Kajiado, where Honorable Were lives in Nairobi. Governor Olelenku, who also supported us in a big way. Governor Orengo also supported us and sent his greetings. Governor Anyang' Nyong'o has also sent his apologies. And Governor Simba Arati, with whom we were in Nairobi in church, who has also sent his apologies. I want to say a few things before I invite a few people. We have very few speakers left. I think we are 6 in total. So we will speak very briefly so that Baba and the speaker can have a chance to condole with the family. I just want to say very few things. Number one, I would like to say that since the death of Were, I've been a very sad person because he was a very close person to me. But today, I am sad but also very happy person. I'm happy. I'm sad because we've lost Were, but I'm happy for 2 things. I'm happy about the way yesterday when we came from Kabunde, na tukakuja Homa Bay, Kindu Bay, na tukaingia Yugis, mpaka tukafikisha Mheshimiwa Were nyumbani. It was in a massive manner. And I'd like to thank our people for doing what they've done to dignify Sir Charles Ong'ondo Were. That made me extremely happy. I'm also very happy today because we have come here and this room, when you stand up here, is a sea of orange as was expected by Sir Charles. And we are peaceful and we are dignified. And some people thought that this place was going to be a war zone. But our people have dignified Sir Charles Ong'ondo Were, and that has made me, as the national chairwoman of the party, a very happy person. I'm a really happy person as we send off Sir Charles. And Sir Charles, as I used to call him, I'm sure where you are, Ogai Mamilambo, Uonoja chuor nyalango gi nyameru. Kami beteno, angeni mor, muno, o mor, ogai mor, nikech wakowe gi nyasi maduong'. Sir Charles was a very development conscious person. He developed his people. He lived for his people. He worked for his people. As governor, he invited me here many times on end, not to come for anything else, but to come and launch development projects. Sir Charles, apart from being very development conscious, Bwana Sifuna, ukiangalia branches za chama in the entire country, perhaps the most organized branch of the party is the Kasipul branch, because Mheshimiwa Sir Charles Ong'ondo Were did a good job in organizing the party. Wanachama wa Kasipul, can I see you just waving like this? It is very organized from bottom to the top. And I want to say here that there are people who went to court to stop the election of the party here in Kasipul. Hiyo mambo ya kotini, Bwana Tony, toa nje. Hii Kasipul imalize mambo ya election ya chama, kwa sababu ilikuwa imepangwa vizuri kutoka chini mpaka juu. So that election must be concluded. I'd like to say here that this man we are burying was very quick also to ask for forgiveness. Baba, anytime Sir Charles wronged anybody, he would say, Mama, kanyo takuwa nguono. And I'd like to say, because of the many, many things that people have said about this gentleman, because I am the leader of this county, I am also his leader in the party, that Sir Charles strived for perfection. He tried to do his best by everybody. But for every leader and for every person, sometimes you fall short. Sometimes you don't meet the expectations of everybody. And sometimes people feel offended by your actions, because not everybody can be happy. And I want to use this opportunity on his behalf, because a lot has been said about him when he was not here to defend himself. While I disagree with all those things, in the event that he wronged anybody in this constituency, on his behalf, I want to take this opportunity kuwaomba msamaha, tumsamehe kwa mahali ambayo tulifikiria kufikisha. Yeye, Mungu amlaze pahali pema peponi. It has been said here that the investigations are going on, and we are very grateful that a lot has happened. And I'm also grateful to the president, because when he was in Migori, he said that the investigations were going to be expedited, and we have seen what has happened. But as everybody has said, we have seen a part of that team, but we want to know the mastermind who called the shot for the murder of our brother, Sir Charles Ong'ondo Were. We want justice for this family so that they can rest and know what exactly happened to their father. Kasipul, untie. Kasipul, untie. Kasipul, be untie. Adwani baba winjini untie. Kasipul, be untie. Kasipul, adwani monda wachnu. Adwani monda kwau. Ungeni wan pile pile ka wan kato wawacho ni pok waneno Yesu kojuang'owa. Pokaneni Yesu. Nyaka nene pokaneni Rabi. Pile pili kedona. Amina yo pile pili lochona. Sama wasika neno chokore. Yesu ratego simba neno loyogi. Isetingo tunga malo. Osiepa ise wiro ya gimo manyien. Adwa kwa ujo Kasipul. Yesu ok bi yene wasigu mondo lowa. Adwa ni jo chama ma Kasipul ubed mos. Ubed motegno. Uri uru. Ubed kamora chiel. Okabiwe uabobedo koduka pile. Mondo waikre. I said it here and I will say it again. Me as Governor Wanga, as national chairperson of the party, I have made it very clear our position on the broad-based government. I have said we are in the broad-based, we support the broad-based, because that is the promise we gave to Baba, and we also gave to the President, William Ruto. But I said here the other day that this Homa Bay and this entire region is an ODM zone. And we will defend ODM. We will defend our party. We will fight for our party. We will stay strong for our party. That is what I said. Some people mistook it to mean that I was saying that the funeral of Ong'ondo Were, only ODM people should come. That is not the truth. This family alone is from Mount Kenya to the lake. The family alone. So I could not have been saying that. Everybody is welcome here. But this particular zone, this particular area, is an ODM zone. And as we move forward, we will be going to the by-election here in Kasipul, Ugunja, and other places. We just want to be clear that we don't want to be in competition with our allies. We want cooperation. We want to work together to ensure that these seats that were ODM seats remain ODM seats, and we move forward as an ODM team and a united ODM family. United ODM family. United ODM. Na mimi niliona watu wengine walikuwa wamejipeleka huko wa Munyoro. Wakaanza kutusi baba. Wanasimama pale kwa stage, wanasema huyo mzee sijui yako namna gani, huyu mzee sijui yako namna gani. Mimi nataka niwaelezee, huyu baba wetu huyu ndio tunampigania. Huyu ndio tunamtegemea na ndio baba wa Kenya. Ukimtusi tunakutusi. Ukimtusi tunakufanyia nini? Ukimdharau tunakudharau. Ukimdharau tunafanya nini? Tunakudharau. Hiyo ndio mambo yetu. Na vile nyinyi mlitusi mzee, sisi hatuna masaa na nyinyi watu wa kutusi mzee, hatuko huko. You are our ministers in the broad-based. We support you. We stand with you. We are behind you. Yeah, do your work. We support you. And so far, you people have done a good job. You have made a difference. Mheshimiwa Mbadi, you are on TV, and you are saying things that make sense to the common mwananchi. You are translating them. This Opio and I, sometimes I see you in Bomet, sometimes you are in Kilifi, sometimes you are in... But when you come to Homa Bay, talk about Homa Bay and what matters to the people of Homa Bay. What you go to Kilifi, talk about Kilifi and what matters to them. That is how it is done. When you come to Homa Bay Mbadi, you tell us about how money is circulating and percolating in Homa Bay. That is how it is done. And there is nothing absolutely wrong with you outlining your agenda for this region as your agenda for the other regions in this country. Kosa wacho gigomaraj, koro kisungu maduma madongo go kuginen. Dakupame kisungu gomera. Adu golo gudu fuadi moto babo ngeni Homa Bay en ODM zone. Golo gudu ewi. Fuado gudu. Fuado gudu. Fuado gudu. Fuado gudu. Fuado gina. Baba. Omera los microphone ni ati chwanyo rekodi kabisa. Ha? Baba. Jogi te. Jogi te. Kiwacho ni left wadhi kanye. To kiwacho ni right wadhi kanye. To kiwacho ni fired wadhi monang'o. Anatieko weche na. Amor nikech were mor. Adwa koro ka othuolo ni. Let me take this opportunity to invite to speak to you Waziri wa Cooperatives, our former Deputy Party Leader, Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya. Karibu sana Bwana Waziri.
Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, the Speaker of the National Assembly, wenzangu, familia ya mheshimiwa, hamjambo wote, hamjambo tena. I want to take this opportunity to send condolences on behalf of myself and behalf of the family. I have known Mheshimiwa for a long time, since he came to Parliament, even before he came to Parliament. But what I remember more about Mheshimiwa is his courage. When we had a by-election in Kakamega, kule Matungu, Mheshimiwa alikuja huko, akalala huko na akapigana mpaka mwisho. Alikuwa na Gladys Wanga huyu, na alilala huko, wakamfuruka na polisi wakati huo, lakini he never gave up. He was arrested, kept in the cells until the following day, but he remained until the last count. And when the election of the governor was pushed in Kakamega, he was also there with Simba Radi. When I heard about his death, I was saddened. Unfortunately, I was not around. When I came in yesterday, I made sure I come here and stand with the people of Homa Bay and also with the family at large. Nimeomba tu Mwenyezi Mungu amweke mahali pema peponi. Nikimalizia, vile mnajua mimi nimekuwa mtu wa ODM. Hii miaka yote mimi ni mmoja wapo wale ambao walianzisha ODM. Nimekuwa loyal, nimekuwa deputy party leader kwa baba hiyo miaka yote. Na wakati papa aliniongelesha akasema anataka tuingie kwa serikali, tulikuwa na maswali, lakini kwa sababu alisema anataka we go into government to stabilize government, because unstable government will affect you whether you are in opposition, whether you are in government. Kenyans, we want a stable government. Na tukaingia huko na tukaanza kufanya kazi, na sisi sasa tunafanya kazi. Tukiwa na makosa mnasema tunarekebisha hayo makosa, lakini saa hii the instruction we have to work very hard to stabilize the government, to work together with those who are there at the moment. Na hiyo ndio tunafanya. Saa ngine there is cross purpose talking here and there. Saa ngine we are confused, lakini tuko there na experience yetu, na Mungu awabariki, tuko pamoja.
Thank you very much. Let me take this opportunity to invite Waziri wa Kawi, Minister for Energy, Intellectual, Opiyo Wandayi. Karibu sana Waziri. Karibu.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa Governor, Your Excellency Baba, the Speaker of the National Assembly, the Right Honorable Moses Wetangula, all protocol observed. I want to start by saying that today we are sending off a great man. Charles Ong'ondo Were was clearly known to me at a very close level. Not just because I was once his leader in parliament, but also for the fact that he was my personal friend. I visited him here many, many times. Baba, this was your soldier. And I can remember very vividly that Charles Ong'ondo was such a member of parliament that was very easy to work with. And he was always willing to learn. Many a time we get new members coming to the house, but they don't pay attention. They are not patient enough to learn from the seniors. But this man was a patient person. So may the Almighty God rest his soul in eternal peace. Secondly, Baba, and taking cue from what Gladys has said, as cabinet secretaries, we continue to explain to the people what we do. And that is why I am confident enough to say that in this county of Homa Bay, the government of the Republic of Kenya has set aside some 2 billion shillings to carry out rural electrification programs. This financial year alone. Just like when I go to Narok, I will tell them that we have allocated some 2.4 billion shillings for them. Similarly, when I go to Migori, I will tell them we have allocated some 1.9 billion shillings for them. And we are moving steadily, Baba, in these broad-based governments. I must also say, Your Excellency, that we have got an excellent working relationship with His Excellency the President, William Ruto. President William Ruto has given us enough space to execute our mandate as cabinet secretaries. And therefore, we owe it to you, the people of this country, that we deliver on the promises that the government gave you. Your Excellency, Baba, you know, this Ong'ondo was a true nationalist. He was able to build bridges with various categories of people, with various groups of people, with various demographics. He was the kind of person that we need to emulate. In fact, his being in the Committee on National Cohesion and Equalization, or Equal Opportunities, was a godsend. Many a time there are projects he brought here on account of him being a member of that committee, Baba. And if we could all emulate this gentleman, this country would go very far. I am very pleased. When I was in Rumuruti in Laikipia County, with my good friend, the MP for Baringo South, Mheshimiwa Kamuren, he showed me across the ridge, the area of Baringo South, where you yourself, Baba, had visited with them. And whenever we go out there, and we demonstrate to people that Baba, you coming together with President Ruto is meant to bring cohesion, everybody is happy in every corner of this country. And that is the way to go. That is the way to go. Finally, the only lasting tribute we can pay to this gentleman, the only lasting tribute we can pay to Mheshimiwa Ong'ondo Were is to maintain the peace we have seen here today. In this constituency, in this county of Homa Bay, and in this region, and indeed in the entire Republic of Kenya. In the entire Republic of Kenya. And very finally, Baba, I want to agree with my brother Oparanya. There's no confusion. The reality is that there is only one government of the Republic of Kenya. And there is only one cabinet of the government of the Republic of Kenya. And currently, that cabinet has got members of ODM in it, including me. And not just members, Baba, senior members of ODM. Indeed, founder members, some of them. And therefore, there's no contradiction. Those are the realities. What one does with those facts is really a matter of choice. Kwa wana machache, asanteni sana, Mwenyezi Mungu abariki.
Let me now invite our very own crocodile, Nyang Jadimo, Minister for Finance of the Republic of Kenya. Crocodile.
Thank you, Governor. To the family of our brother Charles Ong'ondo Were, the late, Baba, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya, Speaker of the National Assembly, other leaders present, Joyu akwete na okwe uru kendo. Because of time, I'll just mention a few things. Number one, Baba, I was in the United States of America. I came back after 1 week stay in the US. I came back on Sunday, the 28th, and I was very busy with budget estimates and the finance bill. I had just lost my nephew, who was my age mate, and with whom we grew up together. And since he died, I had not gone home. So I left Nairobi on the 30th and flew to Kisumu in the evening. As I was negotiating the corner at Ahero, I got that news. When I was first told by one of my people that there is this rumor going round that we have lost the MP, actually the first statement was, we've had the MP for Kasipul shot. The first instinct was to call him. I called his number, the line rang, but he did not pick. And immediately I sensed something was wrong. Then immediately now the social media was awash with the information. I went home. Now I had 2 matanga arriving home. And the following morning, Baba, you were the first person to call me. And I could hear the kind of pain you had. And then later, His Excellency the President called me. And the President told me in his own words that I have already instructed Amin, that's how he called him, that these people must be brought to book. And I'm happy that there is some progress. But I want also to add my voice that everybody involved must be brought to book. We have lost so many lives, and one life is one too many. I sit in the National Security Council, and therefore I will not go beyond that. But I am sure those who planned, those who executed, those who conspired must be brought to book. I just want to bring the condolences also of the President. He called me and told me when I arrived here, he was with Baba, and I know Baba will bring his condolences. He has sent his condolences. Ong'ondo was my friend. Ong'ondo is the first MP I visited. Immediately, I was appointed to this position. When we came to do a fundraiser for Timeo group here in Oyugis. Ong'ondo came to my constituency twice when I had indicated that I would go back to run for parliamentary seats before my appointment to the cabinet. That was a friend. But let me tell you something. People have said that this was a principled man, and I want to confirm. And there is something unique about him and me. That even though when we were going for both of us, Gladys and myself were going for gubernatorial seat, among other candidates, there is one person. He was supporting Gladys, and I knew it. But there is one person Ong'ondo never discampaigned in this constituency, and that is me. He never said bad is bad. In fact, a lot of his supporters, very close, some working in CDF, were my supporters, including party officials, ward officials, were in my team. And I used to hold even meetings around his home here. And he never complained. Why? Because we have a history with him. And that is where I learned. When he ran for parliamentary seat in 2013, he ran on tip-tip. After losing to Magwanga at the general election, as I was moving around as the chairman of ODM, national chairman, my intelligence clearly gave me a picture of this constituency. And I placed a call to him. I told him, Mheshimiwa, rudi kwa chama. And he has told, even Ndege knows that very well, Evans Ndege knows, that I am the one who told Ong'ondo Were to come back to ODM. And he came back to ODM and won a nomination in 2017, fair and square. Because of that history, I think he was still remembering, even though he was supporting Wanga, and I respected that, but he had sympathies for me. I am very sure if I became governor, he would have equally been happy the same way he was happy when Wanga became the governor. But let me now conclude. Baba, this county of Homa Bay is united in terms of leadership. We are united. We are in ODM. Let me repeat, I am in ODM. I am not official of ODM because the law does not allow me, but I am a member, a life member of ODM. I am not about to relinquish that. We work together with governor. We sit. Kadwa pogo gik mabiro ka. Anyiso nyawanga ni Homa Bay wetaguri. Pesa bro amalo kaluari nikajikia. Nikechane mani etoko. And you will see. Uneno. Nitie yo moro ka manyo chando ngondo kabisa ni karabok adiedo kiluongo na adiedo karabok tichwanye. Nyacha nyiso ngondo na diketo ne pesa monolose pio pio na seketo. Nie budget di lose pio pio monorum. But let me now conclude, Baba. I have been the chairman of ODM for 10 years. I'm the longest serving chairman of ODM to date. And I belong to this party. I put a lot of effort since you sent us to the government. And the reason why I'm putting a lot of effort to reform this economy, Baba, I found this economy in bad shape. Si mchezo, ilikuwa mbaya. It was bad. But the reason why I'm putting my effort, apart from being patriotic, I wanted to demonstrate to the whole world that if Raila Odinga became the president, these are the people he would have gone with to the government, and this is what they would have done. And therefore my concluding remarks is that if I am there, I expect total 100 support from the party. Starting with the Secretary General. My brother Sifuna, please, I am a member of your party. I don't belong to any other party. I belong to ODM. If I fail, there is no way 2027 you are talking about. You will convince anyone that ODM can run a government. May God bless.
That is our crocodile, our very own crocodile, Nyang Jadimo, Minister for Finance. Now allow me to invite my colleague, my neighbor, Chielwi Oke, Ochilo Wenayako, Pindra, Osiepo Ong'ondo, Biwach Gimoro.
Baba, Bwana Spika, viongozi wenzangu wale wako hapa, kanisa yetu ya Katoliki na Wakristo wote na Wakenya, hamjambo. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Thank you very much. Baba, mimi ndio Pindra kutoka Migori. Ane Pindra ma Migori. Donge ungeni an Pindra. Ne en gima lit ahinya ni Pindra ma Homa Bay onindo, ni to Pindra ma Migori ok obiro. Mano bedina leo bede an kare. Homa Bay untie. Homa Bay ang'eyo ni vijende masani ok ong'eyo tie Pindra. Be ung'eyo? Achieng' moro nabina pimnu tanyalo gilonu matin. Pindra en aluru. Nitiere Pindra mamiyo to gi Pindra madichuo. Pindra mamiyo en pinra mikete isigol kiseng'awe wi otalo to kakoro ywak to aluru biro kanyo mang'eny jok mamako aluru madhi pidho nyalo pidho. To nitiere pinra mathuon ma bende idhe gima iluongo ni blungoti kata mar konga. Koro koseso ibuowe kata osese ipuodho ka wasigu biro to koywak nigi piny piny to pinra te aluru te fuyo koro ok nyal makgi. Koro ewi talero kamano. Koro jodala wa un jo Homa Bay uwito pinra. Wan jo Migori pod wan gi pinra. To baba nadwa kwayi ni pinra ni gik mowacho donje bull's eye. Taneno nyithinde ka, aneno jodala gi ka, an kaka pinra ng'e kuma pinra nitie, pinra ni kanyo. Koro baba nikech ng'ani nomako ni keyo maber kendo keyo motegno. Baba in bende ing'ama riek, ing'ama ogwedhi, ing'ama wir, ing'ama nyalo kweyo yamo ka yamo peke Kenya ka ng'i mana kanyo kamiwinjo ka jogi neno ni. Awacho kose ok awacho. Pinra mineno nindo ni jok ma jongoro, jok maluor noliwe. Ne ok ginyal chome pire siasa. Ne ok ginyal chome pire ngum. Giliwe kose ok giliwe. Donge gin ngoro kose ok gin ngoro. Ka in ng'amo mako gige ne opong'o lweto ok ichomo mawadu koneni to in inene. Iliwe kose ok iliwe. Emomiyo ng'ata ng'ata misewinjo kawuoyo kuome marach. Ng'ata ng'ata misewinjo ka ichichgo ni noliwe. Kik jak duog ka ni kwayi gimoro. Mano jalipo, mano makora, to Nyasaye biro miyowa pinra machielo ei Homa Bay. Omiwa kose kik omiwa. Ema kela wacho, jokopere untie. Wan kaka jokopere seche moko waweni, wan kaka jokopere wawero wach malich ahinya. Ka oneg ng'ato ka wawero niya, okani yudi ngima, paro chandi nono, ngima Yeso ng'aw, ngima sano lomba, ngima olombo chunje, ngima sano lomba, ngima olombo chunje, chunje huyo nono, ngima Yeso ng'aw. Kati neg manong'ondo, okani yudi ngima, paro chandi nono, ngima Yeso ng'aw. Omiyo josiasa moko nyocha winjo ka wacho weche mathindo thindo ka giwacho weche maonge korgi maricho kabisa. Bana Speaker, nilikuwa naongea kwa lugha ya kinyumbani. I want to tell you that there can never be such a sad moment as we are witnessing here in Homa Bay. Here in Homa Bay, people assassinate somebody, then they assassinate his character. They do that before his loved people and his followers. What a heinous crime. Those who are writing in social media, those who are accusing this gentleman who is lying here, why couldn't you be brave enough to talk about him when he was alive? Why were you cowards killing him? Why couldn't you just wait for 2027 and face him and let the people decide? So it is very sad. I just want to say as a second last point that sometime at the beginning of our tenure 2027, our securities were withdrawn. These members of parliament you see here, including Pindra, I am happy that God took care of us. So you policy makers, including members of parliament, never allow a policy or legislation where that will permit the security of leaders to be withdrawn. I know you can still pass on the way our brother has passed on, but I think security helps. Kwa hivyo wale wa kunyang'anya watu security, tafadhali endeni pole pole. Maisha ni matamu na ni mzuri, na let us not create a situation that can lead to this. I once had the honor of going to Alliance High School for Founders Day, and ule mtu wa Munyoro alisema magavana wana tabia mbaya, and those governors do not deserve security. I saw him and his spouse crying when their security was withdrawn. Now we are crying today because our brother has been shot. His security was there. I do not know what happened, but let us all be sensitive and secure all Kenyans, secure all elected leaders, and secure those who deserve to have security. Nikimalizia baba, and sisi zote ambayo tuko hapa, Kenya is a very broad place. And ODM is the party that covers most of Kenya. Ukienda kule Pwani Mombasa kuna ODM, Kilifi kuna ODM, Turukana kuna ODM, Mandera kuna ODM, na kila sehemu hapa Kenya kuna ODM. Wale wetu who do not believe in what Baba and President Ruto initiated. Baba, when you and Ruto said that there is a broad approach to politics, my understanding, and I stand to be corrected, you were asking the president to have a government that can broadly cover the width and breadth of Kenya. We in Migori now have a permanent secretary. Homa Bay kuna waziri, na kila sehemu hapa Kenya from all shades of opinion. So my brother Sifuna, I appreciate when you say that ODM is our party, but the broad-based arrangement allows us to be included in services. It allows us to be included in everything that other Kenyans are getting. So we allow us to also visit our ministers, visit other ministers, visit anybody for the sake of our people, and also allow us to coexist with other parties. Kwa hayo machache na mengi, mosurwai nyajo Homa Bay kuomoti moreni, kik ng'ato uoka kawacho ni Nyasaye nie mochano ma. Anasomoga muma, seche mane ng'at moro nego Ebel cha mawad gidonge no nego. Ipani machane chenro Nyasaye. Nyasaye ok nyal chan maneg ng'ato malit kama. To Nyasaye echwor mond lietete, to Nyasaye wuon kiete, Nyasaye owinjo ya CCTV mare, owinjo ya WhatsApp mare, to jogo koromo go takwaye ni Nyasaye orodh gi nyamina nega. Erouru kamano.
Nyasaye orodh gi. Nyasaye koro dhi bidong. Governor Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir, Mheshimiwa Mishi had brought his condolences and apologies, and we also have his contribution. Asante sana. Allow me at this juncture, with all humility and respect, to invite the Right Honorable Speaker, Dr. Moses Masika Wetangula, Speaker of the National Assembly of Kenya. Karibu Bwana Speaker.
Asante sana Governor wetu Gladys, Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga, familia ya rafiki yangu Charles Ong'ondo Were, Governor Ochila yako, mawaziri wetu wa serikali, waheshimiwa wabunge, waheshimiwa MCS, na waheshimiwa wananchi na kanisa letu, kanisa langu la Katoliki. Tumekuja hapa kwa majonzi. Nimeleta rambirambi yangu mwenyewe, ya familia yangu, na ya familia ya bunge. Bunge kama familia, nyumba zote mbili, ya Senate na ya National Assembly. Tumepoteza mmoja wetu ambaye alikuwa kutegemewa. Tumepoteza mmoja wetu kwa njia ya uhalifu sugu. Tumepoteza mmoja wetu in a most cowardly and cruel manner.
Nilimjua Mheshimiwa Were 2013 tukikampeni na ndugu yangu Raila Odinga kule Meru. Tukienda Meru, tukiwa CORD, tukiwa NASA, yeye ndiye alikuwa anatupangia mikutano, yeye ndiye alikuwa anatupangia mahali pa kulala kwa mahoteli tukichelewa, yeye ndiye alikuwa anatupangia maakuli. Mtu mkarimu, mtu wa heshima, mtu mwenye alikuwa anajiheshimu na kuheshimu wengine. Mheshimiwa Were akiwa na kitu anakuja kwa ofisi, hachukui hata muda mrefu, anakuambia Mheshimiwa Spika, nisaidie hii na hii na hii. Hata wakati moja alikuwa na tatizo na security yake, wakachukua bunduki, alikuja, I instructed the clerk within 1 week ilikuwa rectified. Tarehe 30 nilikuwa kwa bunge kwa sababu tulikuwa na mawaziri walikuwa wamekuja kujibu maswali, na nilikaa kutoka saa 8 mpaka saa 12:30. Nikitoka saa 1 nikapata huyu mama Mheshimiwa wa Kisumu West, Mheshimiwa Rosa Buyu na Beatrice Elachi wamesimama nje. Nikajoku nikawauliza, you are now the escorting party for the speaker. Rosa akaniita kanda akaniambia, we're having unconfirmed reports that Mheshimiwa Were has been shot by some thugs. Ako wapi? Amepelekwa Nairobi Hospital. Nikamwambia, kimbia huko, mkifika mnipigie mniambie hali iko namna gani. Within 30 minutes, Rosa called me and said, Mr. Speaker, Were has not made it. I felt bad. I lost a close friend. Kwa sababu Mheshimiwa Were huwa hakosi kuwa bunge. Anakaa kule nyuma, wanakaa na Mishi na mbunge wa Kisauni na hivyo bara in one area. Na akiwa hapo utajua, kwa sababu yeye huwa anakaa hapo, akitaka kusema kitu anatembea mpaka kwa speaker, anasema speaker, nipe nafasi kidogo niseme kitu yangu. Katika rekodi ya bunge miaka hii yote amekuwemo. Nimeangalia faili yake, hakuna hata siku moja speaker amemwambia you are out of order. Amekuwa mtu wa heshima. Kwa hivyo watu wa Kasipul, watu wa Homa Bay, mumepoteza shujaa wenu, bunge imepoteza na Kenya mzima imepoteza. Jana niliangalia kwa runinga mulipofika Homa Bay, and I saw and appreciated that truly a hero had arrived home. Unfortunately, he had arrived for the very last time and will never be seen again physically. We stand here to condemn in the strongest terms possible the criminals who carried out this cowardly act and encourage the law enforcement agencies, the office of the DCI, the DPP, and we in Parliament have also done our bit by helping to see the movements, the associations, and all issues around our MP on the fateful day. We hope the law will take its course and those who did this cowardly act will be brought to justice. And I agree with our bishop that in circumstances like this, we must preach peace, we must preach healing, we must preach love, and we must appreciate our leaders, Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga and our President. They didn't come together for a joke. Hata ukienda msituni, utaona mafahali ya buffalo zikitembea pamoja. Sometimes they don't like each other, but it's important that we be together. Mheshimiwa Raila, you have our full support. And we will engage in a constructive and positive manner because we have no spare country. And when this country goes astray the way it did in 2007, we saw the consequences. So our young politicians, tuliza boli. Tuliza boli, ukiona wazee wanafanya maneno, sometimes they see things better with a rich experience. And that is what the country should be. Nikimalizia, pia naleta rambirambi. Najua rais amesungumuza na Mheshimiwa Raila, sungumuza na John Mbadi, pia amenipa message yake kidogo nisomee familia na mama Magi, mama Ann na watoto wenu. Baada ya leo sisi zote tutaondoka. And the pain and the loneliness of losing your loved one will be most felt by yourselves. Like everybody has encouraged you, be united. As Parliament, I did talk to you. We have our responsibilities to our departed MP, which responsibilities will discharge fully and quickly to enable the family live on in the manner that your loved one was looking after you. Kwa hivyo tukimaliza haya maneno, Kaluma mwenye nilichagua kama mwenyekiti wa haya matanga na waheshimiwa wote ambao wamehusika mili na wengine watawasaidia kutufikia ili tutatue mambo yenu. Na nataka kuambia Mheshimiwa Were alikuwa ni mtu amejipanga kitaratibu. Alikuwa ni mtu amepangia familia yake. Na alikuwa ni mtu ana maono ya kujua ya kwamba familia yake lazima iishi vizuri. Tuko hapa na ma commissioners of Parliamentary Service Commission. I just want to acknowledge you since you already spoke. Thank you for coming to join the family. Message of condolence from His Excellency the President. We have lost a bold leader who was committed to the greater good of the people of Kasipul. Honorable Charles Ong'ondo Were was a hard-working and progressive man. He was a strong-willed figure who was results-oriented. Mheshimiwa Ong'ondo will be fondly be remembered for supporting life-changing projects in the area he represented. And this we have been told by many speakers. We honor the remarkable life that he led, his achievements, and the great memories that he lives with us. We pray to God that he accords the family and the people of Kasipul strength at this sad time. Rest in peace, Honorable Charles Ong'ondo Were. Signed, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, PhD, CGH, President of the Republic of Kenya. Mwisho kabisa, waheshimiwa wabunge, hawa wananchi wanatutegemea. Mheshimiwa Ong'ondo alikuwa mtiifu na heshima kwa chama chake cha ODM, because twice I went to elections with the ODM as a partner. 2013 in CORD, 2017 in NASA. And I know that he was committed. And you know, in leadership, you are better off with a few committed people than many hypocrites around you. Because the committed people like Charles Were will always stand with you, will always defend you, will always speak for you, regardless of your presence, and he did such for his leader, Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga. May his soul rest in eternal peace, and may peace descend on our country, and may this be the very last of such violent criminal acts against any Kenyan in leadership and out of leadership. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Adua lando kama Kawatieko ka to wabro dhi e dala. To nikech dala tin, ikwayo ni waduto wabro gone Sacha lisoriti gi ka, to dala, jotelo, to gi family, ema bro dhiye, nikech dala tin. Wabro kowe kowa maber, to kwa chope gate to wawe kodonjo, kai to wagone oriti gi kanyo, nikech dala ok nyal romo wate. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like all of us to rise up, tafadhali, tumkaribishe Baba, His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga. Kofia juu ya hewa! Kofia juu ya hewa! Kofia yako juu ya hewa! Kofia! Kofia!
Haya. You may be seated. Bwana Speaker, the family of our friend Charles Ong'ondo Were, all protocols observed. Hamjambo. Hamjambo. Joyana Musaureuru. ODM. ODM. Tumekaa kwa muda mrefu sana, lakini mimi nataka kushukuru wale ambao wamefika hapa siku ya leo. Ajiki heri. Ajiki.
Lekende chiho ni chungi kawango mariwa. Aira uro no kosala ndege pio ko uoke yamo. Ma uok bore no Ong'ondo Were marimo omo. Milambo yok dengo ratengo lor komiyo wangi. Adiera wuod mumbo gini lich miworo. Ya eja kawere gini lich miworo ngang. Ene mo otimore robi kabwana. Pinyo timorondo ni chingo lali e ode. Eni yam jakoi kosa eno yanda. Moimo gweng Homa Bay gi piny mar Luo. No gai ma milambo. Ema magina luaro. Lekende chiho ni chungi kawango mariwa. Aira uro no kosala ndege pio ko uoke yamo. Ma uok bore no Ong'ondo Were marimo omo. Jowi! Milambo yok dengo ratengo lor komiyo wangi. Adiera wuod mumbo gini lich miworo. Ya eja kawere gini lich miworo ngang. Woisiro chali ja Kasipul kachieno.
Kamano.
Jabura nyolo tek usipo molo uro ganda.
Kamano.
Usipo wanganya wangaya ga kinyi dwasi dher chak.
Kokomari
manangari kala insulwe moluro budho. Lekende chiho ni chungi kawango mariwa. Aira uro no kosala ndege pio ko uoke yamo. Ma uok bore no Ong'ondo Were marimo omo. Milambo yok dengo ratengo komiyo wangi. Adiera wuod mumbo gini lich miworo. Ya eja kawere gini lich miworo ngang. Nyasa sira moga juang. Nyasa joka podho.
Kamano.
Mewa luth mar singo. Mani miyo Musa kangado nam gi jo Israel.
Kamano.
Monda molo siem yo kachingo se wuok. Mondo obwanga mar ng'uono gi hera.
Kamano.
Mondo Luo donji oinga mar loch mar Kenya.
Kamano.
Lekende chiho ni chungi kawango mariwa. Aira uro no kosala ndege pio ko uoke yamo.
2027.
Ma uok bore no Ong'ondo Were marimo omo. Milambo yok dengo ratengo lor komiyo wangi. Adiera wuod mumbo gini lich miworo. Ya eja kawere gini lich miworo ngang. Sibur mostuoni kain.
Mostuoni.
Oya tuon gero singa.
Kamano.
Tongo dhiambo. Ngire uyo timo jere. Udhiambo makambai. Huko ura kech nyoyare. Rabodo dhikonyosi ya Kisumo.
Kamano.
Pinyo siko toksikie. Ogu ya jira ura chodo kego kura bodo dhikonyosa kwata the head ama temani nyara kumka kwata joka lewangni. Ajiki kodhi amu.
Koko mojo
Lekende chiho ni.
Thank you so much, sir.
It is a very, very painful thing that we stand here today to send off our brother, our hero, Charles Ong'ondo Were. Ong'ondo Were is a great Kenyan by any standards. I've known Ong'ondo now for nearly 20 years, over 20 years. The gentleman here, Omondi Ajode Ntika. Omondi Ajode Heri. Ajode is not around. That is the guy who introduced me to Ong'ondo Were. Ong'ondo was living in Meru, and that's where he lived most of the times. I'm the one who invited him to come here to Kasipul. But Ong'ondo, by all standards, is a great person. He's a man of a few words, but a man who is very correct in everything that he does. When I went to Meru to introduce my party there, I met Ong'ondo and introduced me to other Meru leaders. He became the leader there. Those Meruans told me, don't look at this gentleman as a Luo. He's a Kenyan. And he's the one who can actually help us to unite us. And he united the people there in Meru and built a party branch which became very strong in an area which was fairly hostile. Ong'ondo likes people and is a man who does not have any grudge with anybody. He actually knew what was going to happen to him. Because when he was celebrating the Pinyeluo earlier this year, we went to a function, and after the function was over, Ong'ondo came and jumped into my car and told me that there's some people who are following me here. He just came in and squeezed himself into my car and told me there's some people here with bad intentions. I'm not going to tell you now, but I will tell you later on. So these people have been trailing Ong'ondo for a long time. And there were people who are known. Ong'ondo knew them. And I hope that the investigation of the police is going to lead to these people so they can be apprehended. Yes, they've already arrested quite a number. But those are basically agents who have been hired. The authors of this crime must be brought to book. Because you see, Ong'ondo is killed. I get a message, Atuli is the one who called me. Oh, Mheshimiwa, one of your members of parliament has been shot and killed. Which one? The MP for Kasipul. Where? They are around the city mortuary. Some people trailed him and shot him. He's been taken to Nairobi hospital. Within 5 minutes of that call, I was in Nairobi hospital. I found Ong'ondo there, lying. But these people had been trailing him from the morning, even the day before they had been trailing him. And the people who are known, of course, they have been arrested. But those others will have seen that Ong'ondo is killed, and the following day the social media is full of stories of people who Ong'ondo was killed. People who has killed this killer. If Ong'ondo had been killing people, why has he never been arrested and charged? That's not an allegation against Ong'ondo. It is accusation of our security forces that he has somebody, a member of parliament, who can be killing people with impunity and has not been arrested by the security forces. Those people who actually organized those social media reports are themselves the people who are behind this crime. Ong'ondo has been shot and killed, but Ong'ondo's spirit will continue to live on. We cannot live in a society that tolerates this kind of impunity. This must come to an end. These people must be brought to book immediately. And they are known. They are known. And we know that this is actually as a political assassination. Political assassination is, we know it in this region. We've seen people who have been assassinated. We knew Tom Mboya was assassinated. He was shot by Mr. Njenga. But Njenga talked of the big man who was never arrested. You've seen others, Mumbai was shot in cold blood in front of his family. Nothing happened. We've seen quite a number of these political assassinations. This must come to an end. We must build a tolerant society where people can disagree, but then shake hands at the end of it. Yes, we had a crisis last year. We had a crisis also the year before last. And we were on the streets. But then there's something that Kenya must actually internalize and become a part of our culture. That we can compete very severely. But at the end of it all, people must shake hands and life must continue. Life must continue. That is how democracies are built over the years. Yes, of course, our elections have not been perfect. They're not perfect. We know exactly what has been happening. But Kenya is much more important than individuals. If we break Kenya, there will be no other Kenya tomorrow. We saw what happened in Somalia in 1991. Up to now, there's never been peace in Somalia. Al-Shabaab and all these gangs are roaming around all over the place. People are dying day and night. So we must institutionalize democratic practice in our country, where people tolerate each other, where people can compete peacefully, and at the end of it all, people come and shake hands and the country moves on. Yes, we are partners, and we have worked together for a long time. I'm bringing here today condolences from President William Ruto, President Uhuru Kenyatta, and Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. They've all sent their condolences to the family here. We, as members of ODM, must remain steadfast, and we must work to unify ODM as a strong political party. Yes, in a political party, there's always differences of opinion on some issues, but the political party itself must have a firm stand on a particular issue. And that's why people can talk, and talk this way and this way. Ultimately, there's an official position that will be articulated by the party. And the spokesman of the party is usually the Secretary General. So Sifuna. When Mr. Sifuna speaks, he's speaking on behalf of the party. But then, Mr. Sifuna, saa ingine hapana kuwa chungu sana. So, we have a firm stand. We have an arrangement with Kenya Kwanza, and we put it in black and white. And there is a 10-point agenda, which is in the memorandum that we signed. And we want that to be fully implemented. I want to thank our members who have joined the government and are working there. We will give you all the support that you need to be able to discharge your duties properly. Now, Jethurwa, Jemumbo, Untie, Uchiek, Jogi Ong'ondo, Kata ginege, to Ong'ondo biro dhi nyime. Gitimo anjao nene gisepiem go Ong'ondo ma Ong'ondo yombogi to gisika kinka gilure go Ong'ondo anang'egi Jomojoneki otim gi nadi mai wach mantie ka ok wabi yie ni Ong'ondo remo Ong'ondo chwer machalo kamari mang'ama nonege tokonegi jemonone Ong'ondo otim nadi but Ong'ondo will live forever and ever. Family mar Ong'ondo, we will stand with you. We will stand with you. They say the king is dead. Long live the king. Eru kamano.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for those great words of wisdom. Tumpigie kinara wetu mpendwa makofi. Hatujamaliza hafla yetu. Niombe tuketi. Dr. Alo, please. Dr. Alo, please come to the stage.
Aya.
After Dr. Alo, for a second, I'll return to you for the final benediction. Kindly.
Yeah, Chair. Tunaomba
the Prime Minister,
tunaomba tafadhali,
distinguished guests who have come to condole with us, fellow mourners, ladies and gentlemen, mine is brief to move a vote of thanks, but I want to also say that on behalf of the people of Kasipul, we bring our condolences to the family. And as one who has known Mheshimiwa for 16 years as a friend, I wish to say that we have lost a friend. We want to thank the following people who have stood with us during this trying moment.
Tusitoke kabla ya mwili ijatoka.
Her Excellency Gladys Wanga for standing with us together with her County Executive Committee members. We want to thank Honorable Were's family for cooperating with us. We want to thank the National Assembly, led by the Speaker.
Please.
We want to thank the senators.